springtime here at the University of Connecticut. Things are warming up and the snow is melting. We hit the streets to see what our students are most excited about. Do you guys want to be on TV?
Thank you.
Okay. Do you guys want to be on TV?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll pass on that. Only.
That's fine.
Sorry.
That's fine. Do you want to be on? Do you want to be on TV? Oh, that's okay. Do you want to be on TV? Okay. Bye. You guys want to be on TV? Okay. Do you want to be on? Okay. Wait, what am I doing wrong? Do you want to be on? Okay, that's fine. Do you guys want to be on TV? No. It's a no.
That's it.
TV. All right. Yeah, Mom? Yeah, no, you just have to come in and pretend to be on TV.
Sorry.
Do you want to be on TV?
I actually have to go. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye. Like, just no. You're busy. Okay. So what are you most excited about spring?
Probably the foliage. I really like seeing the new leaves come out. That'll be really great.
All right, cool. Okay, we're good. All right, thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right, see ya. Do any of you guys want to be on TV? Dicks. Do you want to be on TV?
No.
No? Okay. Do you guys want to be on TV?
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I can't stop my friend.
All right. Do you want to be on TV?
I'm actually catching a bus right now.
All right. Have fun on the bus. No? All right. So no? Okay. What are you most excited about spring?
The heat, definitely. The warmth,
Yeah, it's different than cold, right?
definitely. Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hello and welcome back to the UConn Tonight Show. I'm your host, Tony Tyson.
I'm your co-host, Brian Higgins.
And our guest today is Husky Records official Artist of the Week, Joe Alicastro. Joe, come on. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, Joe, tell us a little about yourself.
And Brian, thanks.
Way to start the show. Okay.
Hey.
All right, Joe, tell us a little about yourself. What kind of music do you do?
Well, I do acoustic, singer-songwriter, kind of like John Mayer, Jack Johnson, Dave Matthews, that sort of a thing.
All right. Who was the first female Secretary of State?
Tony Tyson.
Wow.
No.
Madeline Albright.
Not even close.
All right, so when did you start getting involved in music?
Just answer the questions.
What?
When did you start getting involved in music?
When I was 5, I started to learn piano.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
That's cool.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty it was pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice. When did you start developing your own style with music and whatnot?
Probably when I got to high school, I started to write for the first time, and then when I got to college, I went to University of Hawaii my first year in college, and that's when I really started like honing my style and just like sitting down and playing the guitar every day, singing every day, writing every day.
How'd you like the University of Hawaii?
Oh, dude, it was insane. It was
Nice.
awesome.
Wait, that's in Oahu, right?
On Oahu, yeah.
Did you ever go to Waimea Bay?
Yes, I love Waimea Bay.
My mom's cousin has a house right on the water there, so we stayed there. We stayed there for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's sweet. Did you do the cliff jumping?
Oh yeah, like every day. That's
Nice,
awesome. Yeah.
nice.
Anyways.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was sweet.
So, Joe, what wood is used best for building bookshelves?
Usually wood and
No, what type of wood? Like,
like oak.
What type
I
of
usually
wood,
use
yeah.
oak if I'm building a bookshelf.
pretty basic, but okay.
Yeah,
All right.
what do you guys use?
No, don't worry about it.
Oh.
So you are
not about
the
us.
Oh, it's not
you
about
are the
us.
official Husky Records featured artist.
Yeah.
How did you get involved in Husky Records?
So I was approached by David Anyrimba, he's like the A&R guy, so he represents all the artists, and he actually Facebook messaged me one summer, and he was like, "Hey, how would you like to get free studio time and like sign with an independent label at UConn?" And I was like, "Well,
I guess, sure, yeah. Why not?
So I signed with them, and we just started recording last Saturday, and we're recording again tomorrow, and we're gonna put out a 5-song EP, which I'm really excited about. It's gonna be really good.
All right, that's
Yeah.
awesome. So when did you you're a musician here at UConn. What's your major? I mean, are you a music major, or an English major?
It's shifted a couple times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right now, it's psychology.
We'll see after
that's-
midterms.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So midterms go, and then
I'll probably be graduating with a degree in psychology, I hope, and hopefully I'll graduate. You never know, yeah.
Who knows? Again.
But I will graduate with a degree in psychology, and I was a music major in Hawaii, and I was thinking about switching to HDFS when I was here too. But
What's
yeah.
HTFS?
Human Development and Family Studies.
HD. Okay. Cool.
so you mentioned that you were a music major in Hawaii. Why didn't you a music major here at UConn?
I felt like when I started taking music education classes in Hawaii that it didn't really teach me what I needed to be a musician. I felt like it wasn't useful at all. So it's not a knock to music teachers out there, but I didn't enjoy it, and so I figured I would better spend my time writing and getting like connections and things like that as opposed to just like being in music education. So
Okay.
Right on.
yeah.
So can you give us a brief history on Vanilla Ice's ancestral background?
Well, I believe that first no, I can't. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm very
You call
sorry.
yourself an artist.
I know. I don't
You don't even
Wow,
know music
wow.
history.
That's
One of the most important artists.
I believe
of
it
our
was his
time.
mom. Was it his mom?
his ancestral history is his mom.
Was that
That's
the
his,
first
that's
one?
his
Was that the
ancestral.
first one that
I don't know who was it.
He
You
did
tell
have a mother.
me.
He had a mother.
he had a mother? But did you know
Mrs.
what?
Ice.
Can we move on to the next question? Can we?
Oh, fine.
can we
So
do
you're an artist here. What other what venues have you performed at here? At UConn or around the state of Connecticut? Where have you performed?
So I played Pub 32 a good amount of times, which has been fun. We're actually doing another show tonight. Pub 32 is kind of where Husky Records showcases all their artists. And I've also done a show at the Union. I've done a show in West Hartford. I've done just a lot of local venues so far, and some places in New Jersey too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So outside of the upcoming EP where you're recording tomorrow and Pub 32, like, do you have any other scheduled things up ahead that you want to tell people or let them know about?
Yeah. So I'm probably the release for this EP is going to happen in about a month. So I'm super excited about that. That's going to be coming up, and besides that, no, there's no really other events that are coming up.
Not so far, but
Not so
who knows,
far.
Who knows what's coming up in the future, though?
Yeah.
A lot of things could happen in the
I have
future.
there are a couple bigger venues that could possibly be played. I might play in the city, and there's a big one in Stafford Springs that might come through. So we'll see. Things are in the works right now, but
All right,
things are
that's
looking
awesome.
good. So yeah.
So you're one of the many artists under the Husky Records label. Do you ever, Matt, work with other artists, collaborate with them?
Yeah.
Or how tell me about that.
Actually, the guy you had on your show last week, Mosh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, Mosh.
He's easily
Mosh.
forgettable.
Yes.
Oh, him.
No. Yeah. We wrote a couple songs together, so we might do something in the future, collaborate. And he's in Husky Records as well. He's a really good dude. He is releasing his EP tonight, so I'll give a shout out to him. Yeah, tonight. Love Lust is the name of his EP. It's solid. I love the song Dizzy on it, and we do some really good work together. And also, I'm really excited. I just collaborated with a rapper at Husky Records.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. so
Who's the
that's
rapper?
cool. David Onyurima, Dio.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So that's going to be a track on the record, which I'm pretty excited.
That sounds pretty awesome. So how do people reach out to you, Joe? For them to listen to your music? Is it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? Where do people find you?
So people find me. I laugh because I'm not very good with social media, but I'm getting better. And they can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Facebook, Joe Alicastro. Twitter, @JoeAlicastro. Instagram, Joe Alicastro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to, yeah, but so those are the main outlets of social media that people can find my stuff on. YouTube as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Joe, thanks for coming on the
Yeah,
show.
no
Thanks for
worries.
coming.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, no problem.
Good person.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been fun.
It's been a great
You're a
pleasure.
gentleman and a scholar.
Oh, well, thank you.
No, you're there. And we'll be back with more UConn Tonight Show. Hello, welcome back to the UConn Tonight Show. I'm your host, Tony Tyson.
I'm your co-host, Brian Higgins.
And on our show today, we have representatives from Subog, Joe and Erika. Joe, thanks for coming on today.
Thanks so
Erika.
much.
Thank you. Oh. Thanks for coming.
Awkward handshake.
All right, so Joe, Erika, tell us, why are you on today? You could hear from Subog, but what exactly are you advertising for us today?
Well, we just announced our spring concert, Schoolboy Q and ASAP Ferg.
Awesome.
April 17th.
Day
So
before my
that'll be
birthday.
fun.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So how did you ended up, like, last semester or earlier this semester, the president of Subog, Matt, put up an infographic about how we can, like, how the process that you guys go through for you to get artists to come. Can you walk us through a little bit how that process goes?
Okay, so first we need the date. That's number one, and we start planning that way in advance, probably like during the summer, right?
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
athletics, since our concert is in Gamble for spring concert, you know, Gamble's the center of all athletic
Sports-related things,
Yeah.
yeah.
So since athletics plans their things so far in advance, that we need to plan like as
Around them.
yeah, as they're planning as well. So that's the first thing, that's the date. So once they give us a date, like they're the ones who give it to us, we can secure the venue, which is Gamble. And then after that, I guess we just...
After that, we have to work with our agent, who we tell him who we're interested in getting, and then he just tells if they're available. So it's really a big process of finding out who the students like and making that relate to who we can actually get based off that one day of the year.
And it's hard because we started planning spring concert before winter break.
Yeah.
We started looking at people, and people had already secured, other colleges had secured their acts before us. So this is something that takes months of planning. It's not just something that like comes out of the blue.
Yeah, like,
So that's one of the things that's hard with this committee, is that you have to predict what people are going to like months in advance.
Yeah.
So
It seems impossible. It's, I don't know.
yeah, that's why like this position always makes me nervous, because you never know if people are going to like it or not, because you don't know what people are going to like.
oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So yeah, we send names out to our agent, and then sometimes he comes up with suggestions, right?
Yeah, he gives us suggestions on who he thinks would be popular by the time that our spring concert is, and sometimes we agree with him and disagree with him. And then it's kind of like a back and forth kind of thing. Like, is this guy available? He'll take a couple days, get back to us. If not, we got to go back to the drawing boards.
That's also why it takes so long, because the turnaround time isn't just a few hours. We have to wait for him to talk to the artists' managers and things like that.
Yeah.
And we also bring it back to the committee. We have our meetings every Wednesday. So we have to wait for them to see, like, gauge their interest and see what they think would be appropriate.
Okay.
Because we have, like 70 members.
60 to 70 members.
wow.
And
so
they all have they all want to be a part of it. So we try and gauge their interests, try to like bring ideas to them and see what they would think, because there are such big, strong like opinions on campus that, oh, we always get rap or we always get EDM.
Wait, people have strong opinions on campus?
I know, it's weird.
What?
I know.
Here?
So like for our fall concert, we tried switching it up maybe with like a little rock band. So that's why we did Matt and Kim.
Because so many people were like, oh, we're sick of the same thing. And then, so we got something that was different. And then people still didn't like that. So, you know, it's just, people never like what you do.
Like, you can't please anyone.
Yeah.
It's hard, because then what we did was we did Matt and Kim, but we paired Sage as a Gemini with them.
Yeah.
So it's like a rap person along with a band, which we don't usually do. So you'd think that it would draw more crowds in, but it worked a little bit. It was an awesome concert. So
yeah, the people who went absolutely loved it. Even people.
Insane.
Wasn't it? It was the same night as first night.
That's also a problem.
That's also a problem.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we don't know. Like in that situation, they didn't announce the night of first night yet. They did it after us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And also, like, that concert isn't in Gamble, so we don't really have to talk to them about that.
Yeah.
It's more spring concert. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So I noticed this semester you guys put out a survey asking people like what their interests are and whatnot. I'm not completely familiar. Is that something that new that you did this year, or is this like?
Well, last year I'm not sure because I was just a freshman last year, but I think they put out like an informal Facebook survey, like
they put
with
out a
names,
Facebook
and they were
post.
just like, "What do you think? Would you like?" But this year was way more formal. Like we posted it in
put,
buy and sell and all those.
And we got like thousands of responses. Like, I think it was like around 3,000 or 4,000.
Yeah, it was like 4,500.
So all that information got collected, and it got sorted out into graphs and all numerical charts. And we actually saw that because we were leaning towards having a country concert. Having like a huge having a huge I know.
So the problem with country is that you get people who absolutely love it or absolutely hate it. But if you got like pop or rap, people will just go because like, oh, it's rap, I'll just go.
And what we never do country concerts because the people
terrible.
There's that. But then there's the thing that the country artists that people do know are going to be so much money to get.
They're so big.
They're so
no one
big.
knows underground country
Exactly.
artists.
I don't know any underground country.
I don't know any country.
So then,
you guys, I like you guys.
we put out that survey because we had an opportunity to get a very big name country artist. So we put out that survey just in case. So then we got the results back, and no one wanted country.
It was actually like, I think one of the questions was, what genre would you like to see as your spring concert? And I thought country honestly was going to be the most because it seems like everybody talks about
people
it.
only want country concerts when it's outside in the summer.
You
can drink for hours beforehand.
Yep.
That's another
That's
thing.
the only time country music is good.
Exactly.
And that's another thing we had to take into account. One of the other e-board members was like, why would you pay $30 or $40 for a country concert here when you could pay $10, a couple months
For
later?
a mega pack of concert
Yeah.
tickets during the summer.
Exactly.
There's a lot more freedom. So we went back to the drawing boards. We used that information, and we were able to see who they submitted. So if they submitted Schoolboy Q like 30 times per se, we could see
I voted
that.
for Chance the Rapper 8 times.
Yeah. We had a lot of votes for Chance the Rapper, but our concert is the same weekend as Coachella and other events. So our problem was that
He's a busy guy.
He's a busy guy, and all major artists want to be in California around them to either play at Coachella or to play after parties.
Yeah.
So that's why we
I've
unfortunately
heard
couldn't
Coachella is
get
kind of a big deal.
Just a little
I never
bit.
really heard of it.
So yeah, that's what it all comes down to: cost, timing, and availability.
Oh, okay. That's all. All right. So you mentioned, Erika, you mentioned that you're just, I'm assuming you're a sophomore now. How did you get to where you are with the concert committee from freshman to sophomore year? How did that work?
Well, okay, so Subog has how many committees?
13.
13 committees. And as a freshman, I came from out of state, so I knew absolutely no one. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get involved because I was really involved in high school. So I started joining all these Subog committees, and I started getting to know people. Like, Subog really is like a family. So I started getting to know people, and I started to get to know last year's concert chair really well and the current concert chair really well. And when Brooke,
Concert chair.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
She's a concert chair. When she became the concert chair this year, she was like, oh, Erika, do you want to come on board as the committee relations chair? And what I do is, like, I just make everybody know each other better. Icebreakers is a big thing I do. But since we have such a large committee, like, I just help everybody, like, get to know each other better, especially on concert day. Like,
Yeah,
there's always
concert day is
people
a
just sitting
very
around.
long day.
Mhm. Especially for spring concert, we do set up for 2 days, not 1 day, because you have to build the stage beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just getting really involved. I'm also very talkative, and I like talking to people.
That's
So
good.
Very talkative.
it's not hard for me to get to know people. So I guess.
All right. So you mentioned that concert day is it's a long day and
Yeah.
everything. Is there a chance they usually get to meet the artists during on concert day?
It
I mean,
really-
they got to interact with someone on
Yeah.
that day, I
Yeah.
assume.
It really depends on, if they want to meet the committee, it really depends on what they want to do.
Mhm.
Because if they get there late and they don't have time to even do a sound check, then they got to go right on stage and do
Yeah.
their thing.
Yeah.
I
So-
remember Sage the Gemini came really late.
Yeah, Sage the Gemini came around like an hour and a half late.
Oh wow.
So when he got there, he put his stuff in his dressing room and booked right on stage.
Mhm.
But usually they're pretty good about meeting us. This past year, Matt and Kim, they hung out with the committee. Like they were.
Oh, yeah.
They were just hanging
were
out
really
with
cool.
us. They were really cool.
That's
and then
awesome.
That's awesome.
Sage the
They were,
Gemini,
like,
he was
getting
really nice. And then last year, J. Cole, his friends came early, and we were riding scooters around
Oh, yeah.
Campbell with like all his friends.
What?
So
That's so
that was
cool.
really cool.
That is sick.
But
And then Boz, he hung around after the concert, and like committee members were just like literally racing with him. They were like running across
Yeah.
campus. Yeah, like a lot of them can be like pretty cool. You wouldn't think it, but like Sage the Gemini is a very nice man, very
Such a
polite.
nice man. He has a nice firm handshake.
Yeah.
He's just a doll.
America's sweetheart.
And then usually like we try and get a group picture if it's just like the e-board. But this year it's actually happened that we got a whole committee picture with Matt and Kim.
Oh,
That's like
that's so
70,
awesome.
70
That's
kids
sick.
plus the however many people on e-board, all with Matt and Kim in the middle. It was really awesome because that
That's
doesn't
cool.
really happen that much because
Yeah.
they're usually either don't have time or they just don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so sick. So, Joe, how did you get involved in Subog, and how did you get onto the concert committee? What year are you?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior? Okay, cool.
I transferred here my sophomore year,
Okay.
and like her, I didn't really know anyone, so I just joined concert committee because I loved going to concerts.
Mhm.
So then I got to know the previous concert chair, and she urged me to apply for the concert chair position. So then I didn't get that, but I got another one. I'm the marketing chair for Subog. So then I still continued going to the meetings, and now I'm the vice chair for concerts.
Awesome.
So I just put in the work and get the reward.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go. So how can people buy the tickets? Do they buy them online? Do they buy them at in the union? How do they get the tickets?
So tickets go on sale March 9th.
Mhm.
The time?
At 10 a.m.
No,
right?
12.
Oh, 12.
12 a.m.?
No, noon.
Noon, okay.
sorry, it was 10 a.m. last time. But you just go to subog.uconn.edu, right?
Yep.
And then there's like a little link on the right-hand side, I think, and it says like buy tickets here. I'm not sure. I've never bought tickets.
It'll be there, plain sight.
Yeah, but our ticketing system is weird. Like it only lets in a certain amount of people at a time, and then like those people will like virtually line up to buy a ticket.
Yes, that's why the website doesn't crash. It's just like the way the website company works is that it lets like X amount of people in at a time. So then those people buy their tickets, exit out their website, and then it lets in
Yeah.
the next group of people that buy their tickets. So it's just a long process. We get a lot of phone calls about yeah. So I mean it works out. Usually everyone
complaining.
yeah, usually everyone gets their tickets and it works out.
That's
But,
good.
yeah, they go on sale at noon on Monday online, and then they can pick
Can you
up
buy
their.
them in the union?
No, well, they buy them online at first, and then they have to wait 24 hours to come pick them up in the student activities desk downstairs in like the 30 or right outside 307A.
Mhm.
And then the day of the concert, they can buy tickets until 4 o'clock, and then there's a window from 4 to 7 where they can't buy tickets. But if there's any remaining, then they can buy them at the door Campbell.
Okay.
And they can where do they pick them up in person? Do
When
they
they
pick
get
them
them
up
at
in person?
Campbell?
No, just in general. Are they supposed to pick them up, or are they
pick
print
them
them
up in
home?
person in the at the student activities office.
Okay.
Yeah, room 307.
Yeah.
7-8, right?
Yep.
Awesome. So, Erika, you said that you've never bought tickets before. Is that because on the concert committee you get free tickets?
No,
Or-
I don't go for free. I work the entire time.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just like I'm hanging back. Like
Oh.
this past concert, Cash was really cool because there's
Yeah.
always something to do behind stage. So like I remember he was like at 8:20 you have to come back behind stage and blow up the the
the
big
balloons,
white balls.
And then at like at 8:45, we're all throwing them in the audience.
And then like at 9 o'clock, collect all the Yetis so you can blow up all the confetti balloons. Like so many different things happening, and that's why I really like it, because you can see things from behind the scenes. It's like
Yeah.
different from what other people see. And then there was also this thing called the stream team, I think.
Yeah.
Where since it's an EDM concert, people will get dehydrated, so we just go around and like
It's like a backpack.
and you just like
spray water people.
Nice.
and just things like that, like just making sure the concert day is running smoothly. And concert committee members don't do the same things I do, but they're definitely
They all have a
necessary.
job.
Yeah. They do security where they just make sure everybody's like alive and well, and no fights are breaking out or something like that. But
Like in our situation, we're there from 8 a.m. to 2 in the morning, doing load-in for barricades or building the stage, and then like doing work during the concert, and then loading out. So
Yeah,
putting
like,
all
it's
the
not
stuff
an
that we
easy
just
job.
had back on the trucks.
So yeah, it's not just like you're there, you meet someone, and then like you get tickets for free. Like
Yeah. You
you're
gotta
there
put in
for
the
a
work.
job, and it's going to be different for spring concert again because it's 2 days of setup. So setup Thursday.
We're building the stage
Mm-hmm.
from
Jeez.
bottom up.
Yeah. So setup Thursday, and then more maintenance Thursday night, and then Friday, and then breaking everything down on Friday. So
Well, great. Joe, Erika, thank you so
Thanks,
much
man.
for
Thank you
coming
very
on the
much.
show. Thanks for setting up the
Thanks,
concert. Thanks for setting up the concert. Thank you. All right. And we'll be back with more UConn Tonight Show.